Mr. Speaker, first I want to recognize, with sadness, the infant in CFS care who died last night.
Yes, and seconding.
Now, the Deputy Premier recently claimed success, saying that, I quote, "The vast majority of kids reporting missing are returned home." On Friday, it was 405 children returned last year. I now table a FIPA which shows that the actual number of youth missing in Winnipeg last year up to November was almost 4,500. That's 12 children each day on average. Why did the minister not tell the legislature the full story of the large number of youth who are actually reported missing each year and that less than 10% are found?
Speaker, the reports are for the number of persons missing on a specific day, Mr. Speaker, and one child missing or away from a proper facility or proper care is too many. It is true that Street Reach has been very extensively connecting with young people in the community and returning around 400 back to care, Mr. Speaker, and that's an important role that they play in the community. And we will continue to support agencies that work with youth on the front lines in our communities to help them return to safe care, Mr. Speaker. That's the purpose of the Child and Family System, is to provide protection for children, and they do that with all the energy and resources they have. And we also support a number of other non-statutory agencies, Aboriginal and Indigenous organizations, to also provide care for youth and make sure that they have support they need to live independently and safely in the community, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, the missing persons report that I just tabled shows that an extraordinary proportion of those who go missing from group homes. 15,595 over almost 31,000 youth, or just more than half, were reported missing from group homes. Indeed, under today's NDP government, the number of youth reported missing from group homes has skyrocketed from 38% of youth reported missing 7 years ago to 57% most recently. Why has today's NDP government overseen policies which have seen more and more of our youth running away from group homes?
Thank the member for the question. As I said earlier, Mr. Speaker, if one child is gone missing from any, whether it's their family home or whether it's a child and family service home, we want to be there. We want to be there with more support for police to do frontline policing services, more work on special projects such as the Block by Block project, which works with families and social agencies and the police department on a neighborhood basis to make sure families are safe, and programs like Street Reach, as well as other statutory, non-statutory agencies like Mama Wichita, Nadinaway, and organizations like that, Mr. Speaker, who do a tremendous amount of work in the community to provide safe haven for children, safe places for them to be, Mr. Speaker, when they're in the community. And we will continue to support those agencies. As a matter of fact, in this budget, Mr. Speaker, we are providing another $500,000 of additional resources to non-statutory Indigenous organizations to work on helping families stay out of the child welfare system and have children safely in the community, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, in addition to the over 15,600 youth missing from group homes in the last 7 years, there have been over 4,500 children missing from foster homes and another 2,500 children reported missing directly by Child and Family Services. Thus, a total of more than 22,600, or 73% of those reported missing, are missing from within the government's care in their Child and Family Services system. When will the government make the desperately needed changes so that its Child and Family Service system is effective in looking after children rather than being the greatest source of missing children in our province?
Mr. Speaker, the statistics are of great interest to us, Mr. Speaker, and that's exactly why we use them to guide program development, Mr. Speaker, and to fund the appropriate agencies to make sure that they are out there working with children, Mr. Speaker. We have the statutory agencies, the Child and Family Service organizations, which are mandated to provide protection for children. The best interests of the child are to come first. We have a number of non-statutory agencies, non-profit organizations that we work with to make sure families have opportunities for prevention Those organizations, many of them are Indigenous-led and governed now, Mr. Speaker, and we have additional resources in this budget to support those organizations to do even more work in the community, to keep kids safe. And that's not to mention our school programs, Mr. Speaker. With our school programs, we are keeping more children in school now and successfully helping those young people complete high school. An 87% graduation rate is a dramatic difference over when the members opposite were in office, and only 71% of children graduated. Children in school learning are safe children. Children in school learning are children that are making progress in their lives. 87% of them are doing that now in Manitoba. When the members opposite were in office, it was only 71%, Mr. Speaker.